introducing you to Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. We will start off by reading the passage of Act 1, Scene 1, then we will be going over some interpretations, and then I will be showing you some of my favourite highlights. Having done this text both at university and at A-level, I hope this will be greatly understandable for you. Enters the scene. If music be the food of love, play on, give me excess of it, that suffiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odour. Enough, no more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity recedeth at the sea, nor enters there, of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy, that it alone is high fantastical. Will you go hunt, my lord? What, Curio? The hart? Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did first see Olivia, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ere since pursue me. Enter Valentine. How now? What news from her? So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid do return this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk, and water once a day her chamber round with eye-offending brine. All to this season, a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance. Oh, she hath a heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed her the flock of all afflictions else that live in her, when liver, brain, and heart be soft. Let's discuss the first stanza. Orsino asks the musicians to give him so much food as love in the hopes he will overdose, suffice, and cease to desire any longer. He says the appetite may sicken and so die. Shakespeare introduces love as something that comes unexpectedly and is often thrust upon people. Orsino relates the power of overpowering love, fancy, to that of imagination by saying fantastical. The play raises the question of whether Orsino's love is based in reality or in his own imagination. The next section will discuss how Orsino handles both of his servants, Valentine and Curio. There is wordplay with the word hart. Curio asks if he will hunt the hart, meaning the deer, but the meaning is twisted into both hart, as in our heart, and exaggerated by Orsino by saying he is the hart, being hunted by his own desires like fell and cruel hounds. Valentine explains that Olivia will not unveil herself till 7 years after her brother's passing. She cries every night for him, from which we know from the statement, eye-offending brine. Orsino, rather than being deterred, is enthused by this news. If she can offer such love to her brother, he imagines how much love she can offer him. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live in her? Let's discuss some thematics in this section. We are introduced to the theme of excess in this passage too. One of the key themes in the whole play is excess. We shall see later on how in the play, Toby and Miria are excessive in their taunting, how Antonio is equally excessive in his love for Sebastian, and how Olivia is excessive in her fancies. The mention of violets is not accidental, it is intended as foreshadowing for Viola. You can hear the similarities. Ironic that Viola and Olivia's names are so similar. Orsino also uses the metaphor of the sea, vast and deep in his emotions, but also unstable and quick to change. We see this later, when his affections shift to Viola within the play. Let's discuss some of my own personal highlights. To really get an understanding for the scene, I would highly recommend the 2012 Globe production. Liam Brennan's interpretation of Orsino is fantastic, as it highlights just how pathetic his whimsies are. His obsession with love, not with Olivia, simply the concept, is high fantastical, as he phrases it himself. My personal part of the scene is lines 21 to 24. Methought you purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ere since pursue me. There is a great example of contradiction here. Olivia purged the air of plague, as is the meaning of pestilence, and yet his hounds, as he words it, are fell. In fantasy, which Orsino speaks of, the fell is corruptive, entropic, demonic power. It is not Olivia that sways him, it is love itself, which he lacks until he meets Viola. Twelfth Night is one of, if not my favourite piece of literary work. I'm excited to see how you feel about it. If you're studying Twelfth Night, are you enjoying it? Would you be comfortable being asked to write an analysis on this passage? And if not, how can I help? Thank you so much for watching. Next week I hope to see you again, where we will be discussing scene 2, where we meet Viola in her very unfortunate circumstances. Thank you very much.